Hi guys, I had grand plans this week for a video on beefcake and the lights and handbrake and stuff, but I just haven't had a chance, and all the bits are in that chaos over there somewhere. So this week I'm going to do upcycling this old beast, this steel chest. Something I got from a car boot sale a few years ago. We went to get rid of some rubbish, and as always you come back with more rubbish than you went with. But I got it for less than a tenner, so Alan Pritchard, eat your heart out. It is beaten up, a little bit rusty on the inside. It's awesome. That's the way it should be. Looks great. I've basically been using it on top of the bug on the roof rack for bug jams and stuff, for carrying all the flammables for petrol and the barbecue stuff. But we're going to convert it into a beer cooler. So the plan basically is to insulate it. I've got some insulation. Again, a bit of a skip find. There's a working man's club chucking it out in Sheffield a few years ago, and I thought I could have a van full, and said, "Yep, great stuff." Nice and shiny on one side, and it's kind of working man club smoky on the other side. Bernard Manning. Yeah, a few layers of that, and then the plastic line it. Got some viscreen light from a project I didn't use. I don't think it'll be too hard. So let's give it a whirl and see what happens. This is probably where I start swearing. Somehow I've got to squeeze an offcut of some very thick DPC into there. So that wasn't supposed to happen. There's going to be an easier way of doing this. I know. Right, as you can probably see, I'm doing the edges now. I couldn't quite do it how I wanted to do it, so originally I wanted to bring it up, fold it over the insulation and tuck it around back behind here. But because the insulation is so tight in, and you can't remove the insulation to get it back in, it's a bit tricky because once the plastic's on there you can't shuffle things around. So I decided just to cut it short on the edges here and fold it as hard as I can because it's such stiff plastic. I'm trying to glue it down with the Fixall. I'm using the Sawdust one, but it sticks like stuff. And yeah, I'm going to go all the way around, and then I'm just going to seal it with a bit of black silicone around the top edge just so it looks nice and neat and there's no insulation showing. It doesn't stick to the insulation too well, to be honest with you. Not a lot does because it's basically a block of powder. But it's doing a reasonable job at the minute, just to hold it down at least. I'm having to hold it down with weights just to make sure it stays down. But we're getting there, so I'll continue probably in blocks. No point in sitting and watching me all of it. Or fast forward! Plastic's so thick, it doesn't even want to fold. It's hard to crease it. If you're going to do this, you might want to do something a little bit less robust, easy to work with. If you're a quitter. The balancing game. Right, come back to the next one in a few hours. Right, I'm sure a lot of people are going to tell me I'm doing this wrong. But what I normally do is I do it with my thing first. Try and get it so that it's really thin where it's meeting the tape. Take it off, take the tape off, and I'll wet it down. So a tiny bit of liquid soap in there. It's actually my welding bottle for when I'm welding, cooling stuff down. Spray it over so your fingers don't spit. Don't stick. You can use spit if you want, with your finger. It's probably carcinogenic or something. Apparently it makes your balls shrink. Well, there's no happy bit about bathroom fitters. Okay, so I've created the top part, which is basically 5 layers of the insulation, and then I just wrapped it like a Christmas present and stuck it down with a bit of goop, and it's still a bit wet, so that's why the tape's on there. And it fits in there just nicely. So what I'm going to do now is, it's hard to tell how close, but it's pretty close in there. Because the curvature, so I'm going to actually use a bit of the glue, white MS polymer glue in the centre section where it's low, and then I'm going to use some foam. Actually, it's not foam adhesive, it's just standard foam because I haven't got any adhesive. But see how it goes. A good tip with the foam, you'll notice if you do drywalling and stuff, plasterboarding I mean, is water. So the water helps it go off a bit quicker. Also helps it stick a bit. So just a really light spray, but helps a little bit. Now for the boring bit. So you basically have to wait for it now. If you close that up as it was, it just flattens and that gets to nothing. If you give it, well, if you're using the quick setting stuff, use about 5-6 minutes. When you can basically touch it and it doesn't stick to your finger and won't come off, it's ready to use as a glue. You can put, say, the plasterboard or the wall or whatever really. So I'm basically going to wait that. I'm going to give it a minimum of 5 minutes. It's quite cold in here as well. And then we'll do the tack test. And when it's when it's just about right, we'll close it down, leave it for an hour, and I'll come back and say normally you wouldn't have to leave it so long, but with it being not special glue stuff, it might take a bit longer, I think, just to fully harden. And centralise it. Right, back in a minute. Made a bit of a cock up. The kids were desperate for a story. Bedtime. And I've let it go a little bit too. You can touch it a bit too much. It wants to just tack to your finger. So I'm just adding a small amount on. I'll close it up. And what happens when you close it, it kind of breaks the surface and it'll stick anyway. Just making sure there's a bit of wet on there as well. So it'll squeeze out everywhere else. Get my ginormous nuts out. Right, fingers crossed I'll be able to open it again. I'm going to leave that for an hour and I'll come back. Right, while the stuff was going off, this knocking around the garage for ages, a bottle opener. I thought it would be pretty badass if it was on the side. So I've kind of ground the base flat. It doesn't quite fit and I don't go any lower because of the bolt hole, but I'm going to put it on the other side because I think most people are probably right-handed. Cool. So, moment of truth. That's not coming off. Brilliant stuff. Have a look. So the lid seals down onto that. Gonna get me some ice and some beer. So the badass beer cooler is finally done. So I got the lights on top, give it a rub back. Not how I planned, but got my little bottle opener on the side. I know it's in a bit of an ugly position, but if I put it on the front, it'd be too low down for bottles. So I'm quite happy with it, really. Look inside. Ah, the amber nectar. So we're fully all insulated. Lots of ice, plenty of beer. Time for a chill out in the garage, I think. It would be nice to sit down and have a little video, sitting in the sun, from the bug, having some beers with my mates. But unfortunately, it's the middle of winter, and it's 10 to 11 nearly on a Sunday night. I ain't gonna get no one to play with me tonight. So, we're gonna have a beer in the garage, I think. Which one should we start with? We could start with the Carlin. The Carlin's gonna make me look like a football hooligan. Especially, in fact, I probably look like a football hooligan already, because there's that much in here. I could have the Galahad. Galahad. Or we could start with a whiskey. No, we'll finish with the whiskey. We'll start with a Galahad. Aldi cheapo special beer. Makes warriors of people. It's liquid knowledge and strength. Yeah, let's do that. Cheers. Cheers, Beetle. We're going to be doing some more videos on you soon. Oh, and cheers wheelie bins full of random metal. We're going to be melting you down soon as well on a video. We're going to make the burner first for that. Oh, and cheers pile of rusty burnt parts from the rat rod projects we're going to be starting soon. Yeah, some of you might like that. Oh, and cheers big pile of rusty fan, which is soon to be a upcycled coffee table. Cheers, everybody.